couple of green woodpeckers out here this morning. The lawns have grown rather a lot, but now there's rather a nice lily just come out there in our little pond. What I've just been doing is to just go around this conifer here that's a low growing one, and I just worked a little space through between the beautiful ferns here and the tree, because it's just spreading a bit too much, and I think those ferns deserve just a little bit of space between them to bring them out, which is rather nice. They'll spread out more now and grow. Weeds spreading up everywhere, just been pulling a few out. But our little grapevine that I brought from England here is now making an attempt to grow. Let's see what it does. I grew that from seed. At the front, our lilies are just about to come out. I found a little lily beetle on one of them. Over the front, the grass was a right mess, but I just managed to cut it back today, even though the mower isn't quite fixed yet. And I just mown this morning, getting the trim round. And you see, the garden's rather solid. This soil has become rather solid actually, but the onions are doing alright. Carrots are just there. I think we shall have one or two bits of crop amongst it. The radish were a waste of time. Potatoes are doing magnificently though, and the peas, look, and the beans have come up really well. And we've just got some marrows and courgettes and things starting there as well, which is rather nice. Inside the greenhouse, the tomatoes are coming up quite well, flowering now. And the peppers are doing okay too. Well, back in April I put in some strawberry plants. They were growing a bit wild in the garden. Just look what we've got now, which is rather lovely. Some delicious little strawberries, and they really are sweet. Realise they're right the way through these boxes, which is rather nice. So I'm going to have one now. And I thought I might have some cream, but actually I couldn't find any. But never mind, I'm sure I shall enjoy them just as much without. Absolutely delicious. And to wash those down, a little glass of white wine, Santé. Well, we're back, and I've made the latch on the door now, so that bedroom door is now ready, and some plasterboarding has been starting upstairs. We'll take a look in a moment. Meanwhile, upstairs, quite a bit of the plasterboarding has been done. We've still got the very apex of the roof to do here, and that wood burner to fit into it, but at least a start has been made. And we have a latch on the door now. Some of you have asked me what things look like once they've been resined, and I've just been doing this resining here, as you can see. They're all glossy and shiny. I've just done 4 of them, and look at the difference in brightness and quality of them. We'll see them in full light later to give you an idea. It really does bring out the textures, gives them another dimension. Well, I was just going to show you now how different these paintings are once we've got the resin on them, which I did yesterday. And you can see how it brings out the colours, it gives them a lovely gleam and gloss and a much greater depth. Alright, so here we are then. You see now with the resin pooling into these areas, it gives them that quality and class and depth of colour, luminosity that they didn't have when they were first done. It really does make them into this resin art, this plastic art, and this lovely effect we can get with using all these textures and then the gloss at the end.
Faut s'arrêter.
Je sais pas combien.
Ah oui, il était très fort. Merci.
Encore des... Putain, mais c'est pas possible ça.
Pas le blouson, le pull. Voilà,
Oh non, ça va bien.
Bonjour monsieur, si vous voulez les oignons blancs s'il vous plaît.
Oignons blancs.
Oui, c'est bon.
C'est parfait.
Oui, oui, merci.
Si vous voulez.
Cette boîte est bien.
Celle-là?
Oui.
Ok.
Merci, je filme aussi. Et bon marché ici.
Ouais.
Well, the sun's just come out for a moment. We bought our new plants here, so I'm just going to put those into the garden, but it's failed slightly. Right, well that's planted up those new little cabbages and the beetroot amongst that mess, and some little cabbages of my own seed coming through here that I hope will transplant and move around later. And there's the new spring onion, and as you can see here, peas are actually forming on my pea vines. So we're off to Creuse today to try a bit of trout fishing. We'll try the fly and we'll try the worm. down to the hotel and where the canoes and the boating is. This is Creuse, and then we come back down the valley to fish the River Sidel. Well, we've come down to have a look at the River Sidel here, and fish for the trout. And unfortunately, it's been raining a lot, and the water is a bit like coffee, so I don't fancy our chances that much really. Down to the River Sidel to have a little go for trout. It's a beautiful day, but it's been raining for weeks and the water is just far too high and too much like coffee. We'll have a little go with a worm. I've got a worming rod here and I've got a fly rod. I won't get the fly rod out today, so I'll just drop the worm down to see if anything does come out, okay? So we'll take out a nice big juicy worm here and we'll stick that onto a number 10 gilt. And just see if anything's about. I doubt it. I'll have to come down when the water's down a bit and give it a go later. Well, they're supposed to be here, but there's far too much water. We'll have to come back another day, I think. But it's just nice to have a little wander for the moment. Beautiful place to be, just for a walk. It's quite a good spot we'll find this pool. We'll cast into that pool over there. Just see. I doubt it. Oh, I'm on to a trout. Got a nice fish too. There we go. Get him round and in the current. Well, you just never know, do you? It's worthwhile after all. There he is. Let's get him up. Nice little rainbow. How about that then? Put another worm on. And walk down the river a bit. Je filme aussi, bon. Il y a une petite caméra. Beaucoup le courant est de l'eau. On pêchait à la coulée ouverte, j'aurais plus de chance à mon avis là. Oui. Oh, it's certainly beautiful, isn't it? And we're here today to catch lots of fish, but we're certainly here to enjoy such a beautiful place. So, with a little go, we caught one trout, lost the petal. I'm just trying with the fly just for fun, but it was just nice to come down for a little while. We'll just drift down here and see what happens, you never know. Then I call it a day because I've got things to do this afternoon, but who knows what fish might turn up in here. Well, we'll go and see Leslie because it's her open day today and see if she wants a fish for tea. Hello. For your tea tomorrow. Fish out of the river just now.
Oh no!
Little trout.
You haven't, have you?
Yeah.
Oh bloody hell, isn't that
You like
beautiful?
you said you like rainbow trout, didn't you?
Wow!
So
look at
it was too full really to fish. I lost the tackle after a bit, but you know I had a little go and had a bit of fun. But I thought you'd like that. So straight up the river, look.
Isn't that beautiful?
So there you are. That's for your tea.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Trout! Rainbow trout for dinner then!
Catch hold of it a minute.
I will rinse it off.
It's nothing like it normally is. No. Not least because the roses aren't out.
Okay. Oh, that's. I had it last year in
You were sitting as the welcome lady. What do you, Miss Lee?
And here we are, back home again. We're back at Leslie's again, because we're off to Dunlop-Palestelle and they want us to go and play music again. The Paul Fools seem to want my drum again, so if they want it they can have it. It looks like I'm playing for both the dancing and the singing tonight. This is Leslie's garden again, which she had for open gardens today, but unfortunately it's been so wet that the roses weren't very good. She's not very happy, but it's still a beautiful garden all the same. So I'm sure people enjoyed seeing it.
Allez, on nous met le chaud ce soir. Un mot bien en l'air. Tiens, je suis bien allez, je demande de les applaudir quand même. Bien fort, s'il vous plaît. Ah non, il faut quand même vous encourager aussi. Deux.
Et le but, c'est que vous chantiez avec moi.
Mon cœur a